Pardon me, I'm drinking booze, so I may sound a little funky. I've been messing around learning the creation kit and NIF scope. I've created a new slanted structure to emulate some short stubby wings at a 24-degree angle. 24 doesn't seem like much, but it's the approximate angle of a ramp by Novatech or Matilla, however you pronounce his name. What I wanted to do is kind of cover up the bluntness of the ramps with something to give it something a little bit more streamlined, also allowing you to have slanted stubby wings. It's a little bit different from the wings provided by Novatech, and maybe you might like it. I'll bring it up. Okay, I always use this to experiment with. It's pretty simple. It was devilishly complicated to build, though, because instead of it being built properly, it's built out of merged pieces via NIF scope. And the problem with that is you won't necessarily be completely accurate. So I had to do a lot of fudging with the snaps and then back to NIF scope and vice versa and all that good stuff. Pain in the butt. Here we go. This is a Nova mid-wing that's been connected up to a Nova quarter cowl piece, normally snapped on to give you some bulges. What I've done is just use NIF scope to put those two together and try to get them so they're all kind of accurate. Now, I've also come up with forward pieces. Kind of makes you wish that part was gold too, and some rear pieces. In fact, as far as I know, this mod's ready to go. I did not see too many problems. I've got everything correctly done in the menu, which is a first for me. Usually I have a bunch of trouble. Okay, let's go ahead and show off why I created this thing. Novatech has some ramps, so does Matilla. I'll just use that pronunciation. And those are really nice. But when I was trying to create bird-shaped items, with folding, nicely curved wings, those ramps kind of stick out and they just don't look right. And that's been bugging me a while. So this is what I've created. I didn't necessarily take into account the size difference between the Nova and the ramp. Well, I sort of did, and I spaced it out a little bit, but not enough. What I've got in the works right now is some Nova pieces that are a little bit larger. What I've done is I've scaled them in the x-axis only. And instead of using these types of cowls, I'm, oh, come on, there we go. The fingers are getting stuck. Instead of using this with kind of an asymmetrical look, I've joined a top and bottom piece and then shrunk them down. So it should look symmetrical no matter what you do. As you can see, it melds in pretty well, and that's why I picked 24 degrees. It's not as sharp as some people may like it, and I might go back for a 45-degree angle. But when we get to 45 degrees, it becomes problematic with joining the halves, because these structures kind of give a ball shape, so you can rotate around them a little bit. But you can see I'm already pretty near the edge, and if I go much more than 30 degrees, I'm going to have to come up with something different. Maybe even learn how to use a 3D program. Anyway, there's stuff for the bottom as well. So you can build yourself an X-Wing or whatever else you want to call it. There's a bottom piece. There you go. Now, right now, the ends only have one snap apiece. That was difficult enough because it took me forever to get all the snaps properly aligned. Partly because the top and bottom models, there are two actual models, and the rest of it's just flips, are very slightly different from each other. And although I've tried my best, that's just how it's going to be unless you get yourself a proper 3D program, which allows you to mirror it. You can see that it jiggles around a little bit, and that is from some snaps not being completely in agreement with each other. It might be this one. Nope. So it's probably between this one and that one. And that's where you spend the majority of your time. I think I spent half the day yesterday just getting as far as I've gotten. As it is right now, it works. The snaps jiggle around. It's not a hab, so it's not going to interfere with any doors and things like that. And I don't believe it'll give you any warnings. I've tried it inside of the shipbuilder, inside the creation kit, and it doesn't give me any warnings. I'll join the two, and you can see what it looks like with it. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's with a minimal spacing, so you could go with a 2-hab high vehicle, and once you put a docker or a landing bay underneath, you'll see it probably would just clear, because again, these are the approximate height of 1 hab. And of course, if you've got Novatech components, you can start going crazy. Which is really what this is meant for. So, if I find a way to streamline that, whatever, possibly I can make it look pretty good. And then, start building it from there, adding more and more wings. Because I've only got one snap on the end, I would probably have to come up with some method of joining things at an angle. And that might require some experimentation, because right now I've only got these 8 products. Yeah, that's that's more than 8, geez. Anyway, and I would probably want to come up with some sort of half measure so I could find a way to, for instance, get these things to be more like that. That's doable as long as you have the ability to intermesh like I do. You don't see a warning on this. And this would allow some pretty cool stuff. So that might be what's next. Also, I'm in the middle of doing some stuff with NIF scope for a slightly larger one. Again, one that comes out to the very end and maybe just slightly beyond. These are just, I think, 100%, and I've got 105% scaled in the x-axis only to meet what I think might be the end here. And of course, you can start adding other things to help merge it. For instance, let's get back to structures. And we'll try We'll try another Nova structure here. There we go. That one. Oops. There. You got a pretty pleasing merge right there. And of course, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Now we got so many angles here, it can get a little complicated. There we go. Oops. So yeah, or you could just remove that one, and that looks more and more like a wing. You know how the bird wings may go forward before they go backwards, especially in a dive. That would allow you to do that, and then you could just do that and continue the angle up. Or if you like gull wings, you can flip it around. There we go. And have it come down again, which might be pretty cool. Anyway, this part here is ready to go. It's all packaged up, well, sort of packaged. Obviously, I've made an ESM of it, and it's in the structures, and the structures kind of make sense. One thing I wish I knew how to do is come up with an icon. If anybody knows how, tell me. Here they are. So into, what do we got? We got 4 different directions. And 3 pieces each. And of course, you already know about my vertical cowlings. That was much easier because I didn't have to fool around with diff scope for that. Boy, you could have so many fins on this, people think you're fin crazy. Oh yeah, let's just do it. What the heck? I can't find the end. Oops. Wonder what they call that. I'd call that the flying asterisk. I should do that. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, that's what I got going on. I'll upload this so you can see it. If you like it, hey, say hi or something. Tell me other ideas you can think of. One day I'll be able to do this without screwing up. Thanks.